Hey y'all, it's American Mom. I'm ready to see episode 8. We left off with Locke seeing Benjamin beat up and laying down in like a cot, and he tells the guy, I forget his name, he says to Locke, do you know this man? And he's like, yeah, he's the man who killed me. And then it just goes off. He has some splaining to do. I need Son to find Jen. Thank y'all for explaining to me about the Jen situation. And I didn't really think he would be floating for 16 years. Or I think I said like 3 years because of the flashes and everything. And with the island always moving, he wasn't affected as long as it was. It was basically a couple of days that he's been in the water. So, okay, got it, But I got to see what happens next. I got to see, we're all there and Locke is alive. I'm telling y'all, I knew this would happen. But why did Benjamin kill him? He was going to do it himself. He stopped him and then anyway, moving on from that. Let's watch this now because we've got to see what's going on. All right, let's do this. 3 years later. From when?
Are you kidding me?
She's got 70s.
I'm gone 10 minutes and you're having a hootenanny?
Don't be such a bummer, man. Rosie was just dropping off some brownies. You should thank her.
He's the author in Once Upon a Time.
We're on the clock, man.
Is that
Horace.
Horace?
Yeah. Oh, he's just drunk. When is this?
Oh, he's got dynamite. Get her out of here. Get her out of here now, now!
What is going on?
It's Horace. He's got dynamite and he's blowing up trees.
Son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch. What? Head of security. What? I just want to cry. What's happening? When was this? 3 years later, then when,
You want to tell Amy where we found him? Help me get him up.
okay. She's pregnant.
Where'd you find him?
By the flame, blowing up trees with dynamite.
It's coming.
Shit. Where's the
Oh.
doctor? Who's your doctor? What is happening?
We're not traveling through time anymore? You saying it's over?
Of course it's over. Wherever we are now, whenever we are now, we're here for good.
Okay, so now I see why Horace is still alive. God, I needed this earlier. I thought maybe I missed an episode. I was about to stop it and check.
Who put him in charge?
He's been in charge. You're new. Hey, Jen.
All right, drop the gun.
He said drop the gun. Oh! Oh! She has his back like nobody's business. He's like, thank you. Okay, that's the lady.
It's all right.
I'm gonna pay attention.
It's okay. You're safe.
We have to bury them. And we have to bring him back home. He was my husband.
Paul. Is that what she said? Paul was her husband. Okay. If Horace is still alive, this means Benjamin is not on the island yet, or is he a kid?
Listen up.
Okay, fine.
And then they're gonna make you walk first through it. Lady, what's her name? She didn't say.
All right, let's go. Going forward, we should all do a better job of trusting.
Oh no, 3 years later, y'all. Try and relax.
Where's
Y'all try
Horace?
having a baby.
Does he know his wife's in labor?
Is Horace the father? What's going on?
That every time I try to help a woman on this island give birth, it hasn't worked.
Just try.
Well, maybe whatever made that happen hasn't happened yet.
Sawyer's had enough of you. Why isn't Juliet doing this anyway?
Great. I know you are.
How long do we look, James?
As long as it takes.
This boy.
He's okay? She's okay?
Oh, she's crying because she's happy.
Everyone's okay.
She did it.
There are hostile indigenous people on this island, and we don't get along with them. So, why don't you tell me who the hell you are?
My name's James LaFleur. You can call me Jim.
How'd you get to the island, Jim?
If my friends are safe, why are you asking me all the questions?
They told me I need to talk to you. That you're the boat captain.
Boat
We
captain.
got caught in a storm. Shipwrecked. Almost hit the reef. Thankfully, we washed up on shore.
What kind of ship?
Salvage vessel. Searching for a famous lost wreck. It's an old slaver out of Portsmouth, England, called the Black Rock. Ever heard of her?
Can't say that I have.
Good that we know these things.
We just saved that woman's life. Doesn't that earn us a week or two to find the rest of our people?
Nope. Only people that are allowed to stay on this compound are members of the Dharma Initiative.
I lived here for over 3 years. That was my house over there.
You were in the Dharma Initiative?
No. The others took over these barracks and wiped out most of the people living in them. They brought me here on a sub a long time after that.
Is that gonna be Charlotte?
Charlotte.
Yeah. I was gonna say, is that somebody holding fire? That's Richard! Tell by the back of his head.
I wish you would have told me you were coming. I would have turned the fence off for you.
That fence may keep other things out, but not us. Where are my 2 men?
Oh. Dead.
But I'll figure something out.
I guess so, because 3 years later, y'all are still alive. Just back and forth.
Hello, Richard.
I'm sorry, do we know each other?
He knows you.
I'm the guy that killed your men. Ain't my people, boss. So if you got some kind of a truce with them, it ain't been broken. The hydrogen bomb with Jughead written on the side, did you bury it? Yeah, I know about it. I also know 20 years ago, some bald fella limped into your camp and fed you some mumble-jumble about being your leader. And then poof, he went and disappeared right in front of you. You're just ringing a bell. That man's name is John Locke.
Yeah.
And I'm waiting for him to come back. So, you still think I'm a member of the damn Dharma Initiative?
No.
He needs to take Paul's body back with him. If you don't want to give him to them, then we will suffer the consequences.
What are the consequences?
I can take him. He would want to keep us safe.
Hey, Jim. The sub leaving tomorrow morning. It returns in 2 weeks. Until then, you can stay and look for the rest of your crew.
They stayed for 3 years.
Thanks. Well, what about me? You really gonna leave me here with the mad scientist and Mr. I Speak to Dead People? And Jen, who's a hell of a nice guy, but not exactly the greatest conversationalist.
You'll be fine.
Maybe. Who's gonna get my back?
Are they friends or are they more than friends? So, Hell, 3 years later.
Was that for me?
You were amazing today.
Aww.
Thank you for believing in me.
I think I like them together. I thought she'd end up with Jack, but opposites attract.
I love you too.
That was sweet. Oh, they're in love.
She had the baby. It's a boy. A boy.
Who is it?
I found this in the back of her drawer. It was Paul's.
I had a thing for a girl once, and I had a shot at her. But I didn't take it. But now I can barely remember what she looks like. And her face is... She's just gone. And she ain't never coming back.
Yes, she is.
Don't bring them in. Just meet me in the North Valley.
This is when Jen
Who was it?
has the gun on them and he found them. Now you remember? Awkward. Poor Juliet. I think Sawyer's remembering really quick what Kate looked like. Unless that was just a little bit of a something to say to Horace so to make him feel better. I still don't know where Son and Saeed are. Where did they land? When the plane crashed, where are they? And Benjamin. This episode, we were back and forth with 3 years later, 3 years earlier, 3 years later. At the beginning, I thought, okay, something's going to make sense in a minute. I almost paused it just because I was going to double check the episode number. So after that barkage went on, and then I was like, oh, okay, got it. All right, they didn't say 2 weeks. I think I need to know why 2 weeks turned into 3 years. But Juliet was kind of determined to go back. But now she and Sawyer are an item. That's fine. This girl, Amy, that lost her husband, Paul, she is now married to Horace, the leader. He's still the leader. We're back in the 70s. They've had a baby boy. Wonder who their son is. Okay, this is in 1974. So, are they all going to come across young Benjamin? Or are they going to see Benjamin when he arrived on the island with his father? I haven't seen Roger, his dad. You know what I mean? Like, Richard is in charge of the hostiles, but he's all like nice and neat, and he doesn't have the scraggly hair like he did when he first ran into like 10-year-old Benjamin or whatever in the woods. Remember, he was like, oh, when they first met. When did he turn into like the hostiles that like weren't as nicely dressed? And you know what I mean? Like, it's just kind of, It was a good episode. It filled in some blanks of since the time that Jen pulled his gun out on Kate and Hurley and Jack. He did remember who they were. And then at the very end of this episode, he calls Sawyer and he tells them they're here. And he's like, no, don't bring them in. I'll meet you. And I thought, yeah, that's what it was. So I hope he really is over Kate, because I kind of like him and Juliet together. Now they're going to be wondering where Locke is, because he's supposed to get them all back home. Very interesting episode, but I feel like it's a bridgeway into episode 9. because we're going to pick up from here, I think. And I need to find Sun and Saeed, and I really need Sun and Jen to see each other, because, I mean, he missed out on the birth of their daughter and stuff, but like 3 years later, for them to see each other, like, that's going to be a moment. Like, when is that? I hope it's next episode. Yeah. This started out really funky. And like, I didn't talk near as much in this one because I was just like, pay attention, Michelle. So I was like, okay, you know, like I'm trying to compute. Remember this happened. Yeah. Really good episode. Thank y'all for watching this one with me. Until the next video and the next time. Bye.